Okay, here is my screen, and I try to be slow, but sometimes I'm a little bit quick, too fast, and I was afraid, and someone may think it's too boring. So I try to be a little slow, as long you're not feel too boring. Okay, so we start with our folder. Here is our class folder. Let's see, here's I have two. Okay, today is class 6. Okay, I have this website. In fact, I received 2 homework. 2 students did it, and both are really good. And I show you one of the code, and I show you others. And then we are going to start write a website ourselves. And I do need your help to help me to find the information. I want to be a little bit more interactive. And I think the topic I sent last time is we're going to just write a web for the cities in the world. So today I may just start. So you come out which city, what do you want to start? Okay, here's the web. Okay, here's one of the students' web page. He or she, I don't know, okay, wrote. And look it, it's very nice, clean, just from the page point of view. And here's the home. And here is web design class. If I click the link, so it is a working link, it's a correct link. And others, you click it, it's nothing, it's totally makes sense. And the picture I show you, here's the code, okay? We look the improvement part. And another thing, I can show you how to see the code and okay, I don't want to jump too far, sorry. Okay, here is, we examine everything. Here is a title, class number 4, okay? And look here, title, class number 4. So ideally, you want to write your own title for this page, okay? And the second, look, here's homepage, use H1 tag, homepage, and centered, very nice. Normally is the major title, we want to use H1 because it means H1 from a search engine or whatever, they look this tag to rank your website. If it's H1, they think is the highest level of title. So they treat more seriously than the content. This treat both important, but they know what, basically they get an idea what your page is. So the title is really nice. And this student put H4 tag for all the menus. That's pretty good too, because H tag normally is bigger, bolder. So in this case, and a nicely aligned at the center. And for us, we just use a vertical bar to separate them. That's pretty good. So we know is where's the gap. And look here. So the first one is a home. And here is the link to class space 4.htm. Okay. And since we don't have this page, and another thing is improvement. For the web page, you put a space, it's okay. It's not C, it's not okay, it's okay. Look the URL, class, percentage, etc. So the space they translate to a code, the basically letter code for space called pound %20. So ideally, not ideally, it's good practice not to put the space, okay? And just for less confusing, you prevent a problem at first place if what the computer do with space. So this is the first improvement. It's not to say it's wrong. So here's class 4 help. So if I'm here, so number one, if you really want to use space, use underscore. Underscore is one of the character. So that's the improvement. Okay. And here's another one. Draw a table. So here's your link to a picture. It's okay. Draw the table, okay. In fact, it's okay. So that means I have to have a picture called the table. For example, I create some image here. Okay. Go ahead. Here is go down. Look here. This image is broken because this student has not sent me the image, so it's broken. Another image is here, webdesign.jpg, and the student did not send me image too, but I just, I did not change in the code. I put an image right here, you see, web design JPEG. So that's to make this image work. Here is the image back arrow. So what I'm going to do is I have a back arrow. Okay, here is, I search internet, back arrow. So that's why I'm do the web, almost do the web page. Here's so many back arrow. Here's when you search back arrow image. I said, okay, I want to get this one. You click it, you get the image. There's a couple ways you can do get the image. Here is your right mouse click. And here's save link, save image as. Okay, I'm going to save the image to the place. Okay, to our place. Okay, I need to find where's our place. Okay, our place is here's, if we don't remember where's our place, you right mouse click and then see property. Here is our location. I want this image saved to this place. So I go to this location and I save this image. Okay. Not saved here. Up a little bit. Try again. Okay. Back arrow. Save image as. Save image as. Why the thing not pop up? Okay, here is, go to our location. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, it's like have so many windows open, but property, location. Oh, here's, I go into class 6, go in more. So this way, property. No wonder I couldn't find it. And here's place, our 6th class, and class 6, save. Let's see if we have it. Okay, here is the back arrow. Look, what's the name? The student put arrow.jpg. And because this one is PNG, PNG is a different format. And I have keep this name. I have to change in this PNG. I have to change the image name. And it's very good. The student put the width to 20. So this way, the size will not just grow any way it is. You see here, click back arrow. So that's back arrow, size 20, and to this. And I have 2 horizontal lines. Very nice. Okay, so this is the code and the page. Okay, and look, the second page student wrote.
May I ask a question?
Okay.
For the broken link, is it because you need the additional files to those broken link to be in the same folder?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Broken link, look the file. Because here I tell is image. The source is the image location. If there's no subfolder, there's no HTTP. If I type HTTP colon such thing, that means I'm going to find it from internet. But if I don't have HTTP without any subfolder, it's assumed this image file going to be at the same location as the source code, which is in our case, here is my file explorer. I have the page source. Okay, I make us detail. Okay, I have a page source, and this the 2 image, which is in the right place. If without the image file, they don't know the image file, and that's the broken link. So if like a back arrow, I put a back arrow 1, I make it broken again, save. Because if, okay, broken link again. Because back arrow 1.png is not exist in this location. So everything, every link, we have to have the source. And so what we say here, we have to provide it. So for example, all this link, you see here's the header, all this link. For example, this one, HTTP 2NET AVE, this page is from internet. It is okay. And this file, because without HTTP, without the subfolder, we assume it is here in my workspace, in the same folder, since we don't have it. And that's going to happen you see here, helpful link. I click it, you see, the file cannot be accessed. All don't know, look here.
So
It goes through the host, yeah.
I just sent you those files. If you put those files in the same folder, then those links should work then, right?
Yes.
Got it. Okay, you don't have to do it. I just want to know if that would work. So if you have the same file in your folder, then you will be caught up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I got this one and I looked this, you see here is, I said, oh, there's missing 2 images. And to make this file works, and I just, okay, go ahead. I just, to make it. And here's, so when you do it, just make sure your file name here. And here's the 2 images. Okay, the student sent me the image and look the image name called the mug impact. So if I directly use it, it's still not a work because the file name is not a match. See here's, I got this, because Windows has the pull. Okay, here is, I'm going to use this image for something else. Here is, you see the table.jpg, drawing the table. I'm going to do exactly this name. I just want to show you the space is allowed, but it's better. You see here, the space table. Okay, here is H. Is a link, the table.jpg. Okay, look what it is. Refresh. And I wanted this back arrow. Save. Refresh. So back arrow is back because I correct the name. Look here, drawing the table. You see here the bottom. Why go here, swap here, the bottom here, this area has the finding. So we know what we're doing. You see here, oh, sorry, it's a cup. I should save other file. So you see here, the table, because it's not a table, it's a cup. I think I better just get table. So I give you a few minutes so to make the class slower a little bit. You see here, the table, sorry, drawing. Perfect, that's exactly it is. Okay, drawing. Okay, the table. So June did exactly right. You see here, the image name, here's the link is exactly same. Now we look at the page, sorry. We're back here, refresh. See here, the table. You see the table. You see, here is the, I enlarge it because this image is really, really big. So it's number 1, load slower. Number 2, one I'm here, look here, it has a plus. And the one that you see here is so big. It's so big. And on the internet, unless you want to give someone big image, it's unviewable. And the number 2, even this one is not a zoom, it's still, it's a just this is small, but the file size is big. It takes time to load. The first time it takes time to load. the second time, if you use before, it's saved into cache. It looks faster, but it's still slow. Okay, so that means when we put any image in the internet, we don't use a full resolution. So our the iPhone, whatever, have the image is like a 4,000 pixel by 3,000 pixel. You see, 4,000, 3,000, really, really big. We have to shrink it to, because the screen normally only go to 1,000 pixel size. So we normally shrink the image to about 1,000 pixel. Okay. Good, very good work. And for this one, let's see, this image. Oh, web design. Okay, this image called web design. Since I don't know what web design looks like, I just put a graph image. You see, my image size is just this big. So
Right.
that's one thing, keep in mind. Okay.
I also send you the web page for homework, helpful links. So if you, does that mean if you put those web page in the folder, those links should work, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Okay. So for this page, you see, I didn't change anything except I stuffed a couple of the image to it, which is here on the web. The drawing, the table here. Here's the image. You see, image can be a link. That's correct, and then image tag and to be image. So very good work. And it's clean code. So definitely, even even student, you copy my code, it's still need some effort to make it. Even your copy just changing text, you still need a lot of thinking to make it work. Okay, good. Thank you. The second page. Yes, basically this one, only improvement is changing title. And it's nothing wrong. It's ideally to put a underscore or something in the space, not use space, but it's okay. The second page. This person already have a domain name and write a simple website. See here, home, blog, title, and contact us. And if you look down each section, so basically from what we already learned today, so far, we can write a web page similar like this. I mean, similar. It's so we can write things quite pretty, okay? Similar like this. Just look this page. The only thing different is, you see, they use a different font throughout the entire page, okay? And just look second. Second is, you see here, the student has a break line. It's just pure white. And if put it in the center, you see almost like this. So all we need is just to figure out how to do a background. Beyond that, we basically have everything we have. So think about, you can come out with a nice web page like this. And look this section. You see here is break line. Break line here is like a hidden table layout, which we already learned is a table. If we don't put the table vertical line, so we can have something like this too. And I assume this website looks the source code. Okay, it's a lot. So I can understand this page is not handwritten like this. You see, I type each line. This is in some web hosting. They gave a template and you put your content into the template. They're going to give a website that looks so pretty, just like this. It's great, but if you have a basic knowledge, for example, what the image is, what this, if there's any, you have any mistake, you will know how to correct it, and you have idea. Look here, is the list. It's a sorted list, 1, 2, 3, which we learned too. Okay, we already used quite a lot of time to review 2 of the website. So, any question?
So I was wondering for the second website, you mentioned the website hosting template. Mm-hmm. If I want to make something that's more professional like this, do you have any recommendations on what free software resource I should be looking into?
Yes, it's one is there's several companies. One is called Wix.
Okay.
Okay. Here is. That's the place. They said to create a web for free. I don't know. It's what kind of free? I don't know. This one place. Another is called Squarespace, and okay, Wix. And this one, if I can tell, let's see if I can tell. Normally they tell from the bottom. Copyright Max Line Center. Oh, no. Powered by, here is. Oh, and a lot, here's powered by GoDaddy. A lot of web hosting company, which I use GoDaddy. All my code is in GoDaddy. A large hosting company, especially GoDaddy, they have a template they let you to use. And because I know how to write a web, I want to do a lot of things more than the template can provide me. So I don't use a template, but it's very good start point place and looks very professional.
So this one is by GoDaddy, right?
Yes, this GoDaddy.
Okay.
Good. So we're going to write a web. I want to write a web is combine this one, good looking, and with the skills or the knowledge we have, like this. So I basically combine these two to write our website. So question, which city you want to start?
Portland.
Portland. Okay, good. Before we do anything, paint. And so from paint. Normally you want to use a piece of paper, paint, okay, to draw what you want to do. So here's, I just have a pen. So what I want to do for our web with all different cities, what I want to do is for each page, I want to write for example, title here, city name. City. And then the next one I want just like that. Picture. Here's picture of the city. This picture. And that's title picture. And another one I want is here is I want some kind of too small description about the city. About the city. And because this, so this pen, everybody have it. And you better do on piece of paper because I cannot have piece of paper, you can see it. And beside here, I may want something just like that. For example, here's just to think about. So I may want, for example, do others like do a table, like a summer temperature is this, winter temperature is this, sunrise is this, sundown. It's a kind of a table. And then after that, I may put some interesting pictures, like laid out like a album, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we go from there. So each page we make with some information and then not all the information. Okay, so we start with Portland. Let's see what Portland has. So number one, we just search Portland, Oregon. Yeah, when we do the web design, here is my page. And the second, I'm going to think, if I have a second city, for example, New York City and others, what I'm going to do to link this together. So that's what I want to do, maybe the menu. Portland, Seattle, New York, and I keep going. And because the page we assume really long, and maybe you want to repeat the menu at the bottom. So after this, you see, we can come out the web. It's very much like this. And of course, we put this city lower and have all the menu on top. Okay, start Portland, Oregon. You see here is Portland. We want to go to this page. So how to get to this page? Portland, Oregon, official guide. So the first, we just based on our design, we want to collect the information, what I want. I don't want a graphic, and I don't want this. I'm thinking is, here is. For example, I want Portland map, for example, like this. So I click this map. Nice map. Okay, it's pretty good. You see the map with this. So first I'm going to create my folder to collect all this information. Here's class 6, right? I go back. Class 6. Okay, here's students work. I put the student work in the subfolder. Student 1. So this is student's work. I put it in the folder. And we start a new folder called Portland. So now I'm going to collect all the information I need into this Portland area, okay? First is, I want this map, what I'm going to do. For Mac, I don't know how to print screen, but for Windows 10, there's a app called Snippet. Here. And you can use any graphic. Okay, here's a snippet. If I see, here's, I move here, I see new, I can capture this much. You see, here's my image. It's a Portland image. Now I'm going to save us into my location, which is, you know, so hard to find. I can look, I know it's on desktop, Web 21, Class 6, Portland, and I gave its name called Portland map. Normally, when you get an image, you don't change it, it's a file extension. What it gave you, just use it. You can change the name. So first I got Portland. And I have pictures. So now I'm going to do my okay. So I'm going to borrow our student June's code, and here's I create one. Okay, and I just save us first. Class 6 Portland, and the very first we call Portland. Okay, here's Portland. The title we want to call Portland. And here is, look the design. We want the title is lower and the menu on the top. So I'm going to swap this. Put the title. After this H4 tag. So Portland. Okay, and for now, the header we don't care too much. Okay, we look first to see how is our page doing. Here's Portland. Okay, so meet our requirement. So ignore the link, and that's not correct. And we don't have a home yet. And here's Portland. So based on our design, we want an image right under the title. So I still borrow our students' code. I put this, it's nice line, separation line here, and I put the image name called Portland, PNG. Let's see, make sure we have a file here. You see here, oh, Portland map. So it's the whole thing. Web page sometimes don't care the letter case, but it's upper lower, just make it. Okay, here's Portland. That looks good. Look at our website. We want it nicely at the center. Okay, so we basically use this. You see, refer this. This is our model. Okay, so how we put a center, here is H tag, here's H tag, you see sky, align, center. So we copy it. You see, image, border, 0, align, text align. See what happens. Okay, something not right. You see, when this image I put here not work, the only thing is we add something is no influence to our code is div tag. Div, so it's end div. Not going to affect anything but the div tag and SPA, another one that's called SPAN, that's an inline style. This two div is going to be like next line. It's just a block, it's next. So I put a div tag there, let's see what happens. No, it's to the center. You see, we have a nice break line and the break line and the look. So when you design a website, you don't start from, here's, are we going to design our own website? Oh, here's the question. I hope every student design their own website, and that's, if you do it, it's great. That's the part of your accomplishment to this class. And right now, what I'm doing is I designed the website because I was initially expect every student to design their own website and send it to me just like this. And we review it and help you to correct it. And since I haven't received too much response, of course, June is good to send to me. I'm just do it myself, not myself, in the class. So give you a guide you to see how you design the web. If you think it's helpful, you watch me do it and you do at the same time, that will be great. If I get a more website like page design you have done yourself, that's basically the goal. I may just go through, review your website and help you to modify or enhance or improve your website. And if you have a website sent to me, I definitely can post in our class place. Here's our class. There's class. And then you can see it. So if you send me your page along with the image, I can post here. And each time, each class, we will review your page and just like this, and you improve it and send me again. And today is the sixth class. We have a total of 9 classes. I hope at the end of the class, which was the goal, we're going to have your own website. So can we do that? If that's the case, I will not do design myself. I only do one, just Portland as an example. So what do you think? Can you do it? Yes, great. Okay, so thank you, June, to send me this page, and I'm going to post it. If you think you're missing any, you send me updated one, and you already gave me this image and other error image. And if anyone don't give me correct image, I'm going to leave image as broken so you know what's wrong, and it's good learning. Great, we do that. And so today that's basically what you do, and that's so far we did. Here's a question: how to make a background, which is I want to do too. Here is, you see, image has a nice background. So what we do, and here is, we still use the LookTheWeb, the link. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, I posted this a new. You see, from last time, here's no font. I still use this one as our, if you couldn't find any tag, you want to do anything, and then you use here, because other one don't have a font. And then I list another one. It's called the Tiny, which you see here is, if I write a text, I can delete the whole thing. Oh no, I just use it. You see here, I highlight, and you see has the font. I can change in the font. The problem for this is this not super good. I bold it. You don't see the source code, and you have to hunt for it. You see here, this one, here's when you see view source, you have to go here to find the code font. That's what I'm going to search. That's why I copy that one. Please try. Okay, here is. You see, here you get the code, font style, font something. So this is not super good, but I think it's, but if you put it here, copy this code here. That's why I like you this one. You see the code. Oh, yes, I put Control V. You see here, it takes, please try out the feature. You see here's the font. So this is from last class, because we couldn't find the font from this help of this. So use this to find all the text you, if you cannot remember all the website we have, list all the code we learned. That's another help place. Let's see, our web. No, here's our web. Okay, here is looks the home page. The basic tag. These two websites give you all the basic tag. That's the Masterpiece, and this Notepad++. I think we already passed that. So here's full featured is what you see is what you get. HTML editor. So I add this link called TinyMCE. But the other one is much better because you can see the code side by side. This one gives you some clues, which, but you have, but to add together, you get the information. Yes, another question is how to make a background. Okay, we still use this page. Okay, here's, I tried. Here's the background. Look the code, style, background. I use yellow. You see, we can use any color here. So here's user span. I just wanted this background code. Okay, so we go back to our Poland website. And here's the Portland. I want the image has the background, okay? You see, oh, here, style, style one, style two. You see, style, we can put, not we can, we put everything together. You see the style, almost like each sentence use a semicolon. Okay, now we see our Portland website. Okay, you see, we have a background. If I want to have a space on top and the bottom a little bit, I may just put just a break line. Have a break. You see here, basically I give a break. I'll have a paragraph, add lines, and which color we want, and go here. Select this text. For example, we delete all. For example, we want the background almost like others here. See, span style background color. That is the color we want. Here, go. Portland map color. Okay, here's we have it. Not as fancy as this, but closer. We'll be closer to there. And since we have a nice background color, we may not need these two lines, but we leave there in case we need this code for others. At least I removed the first one. Okay, here is our design so far. Okay, here is there a certain topic the website should be account to? What do you mean can do anything? Yes, topic can be anything. If you don't want the topic, your page or topic show in the class, if you send me your website, I still post it. A family photo. If for any reason you don't want to show it, I still post it. I will give you a link so you can see it. No one else, I don't think anyone can guess your website. So it's public, that is family photo, that's fun. Family, a business, any topic. If you want to write, so even marijuana, you want to sell marijuana, it's okay, it's legal. That's okay too.
I have a question.
Okay.
So how do you make some of the part of the website link to be private or to a smaller group of people?
Okay. Here's a couple way. Number one, you don't have the link here. You make a private page, you give a link to your like private people. Okay, that's one simplest way. And another way is you have a page, you have to enter username password. So after enter username password, they can see it, which is beyond to this class. Normally, when you ask people enter username password, and you save that username password in the cache, which no one can see it, but the browser will remember it. So for anyone already entered correct username password, that's like a bank web page. So many of this page.
So you mean that
Mm-hmm.
there will be higher requirements for the website host, so that you can
No,
password?
it's a username password is very generic. All the website can handle it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, a lot of web hosting is the difference is some web hosting they support, like for example, they support Java. Some hosting support Microsoft ASP.NET, which is the product I bought in my website. I need them to support ASP.NET. And when you, but all the web hosting, if it's called web hosting, they all support HTML. And for even GoDaddy web hosting, if you just like very simple support HTML, its hosting fee is very inexpensive. But when you add more package to it, just like computer, after you install certain software, it's get more and more expensive.
Okay,
Here
thank
is,
you.
I still wanted the whole page color, okay? I give another color, for example, here's whole page color. Let us try it. For example, I want the whole page background of, okay, green, okay? And the whole page, remember, here's the word, whole page. Because the whole page is body.
Huh.
Look, that's why when you write a website and when I write a website, because it's a practical question, practical usage. That's how we learn. You see, we have a nice green organ. You see, we learned a very, very small portion of the knowledge. We already can use it to create. It's like a very, very fancy thing. For example, if I want to make this as fancy as this one, I want to see what this font looks like. For example, here is the font. Let's see, last time I put the font. I have to borrow this one to give me the nicer font. For example, this font, I like it. I have to see the source code because they don't do the side-by-side source code. So view source, yeah, that's the one, still here. You see here's style font family. It's a long one. Copy this. And here is semicolon. I wanted the whole thing is on my whole page. Entire website has this font. You see here's font family colon and the tab chat MS comma this one comma this one. You see here's they use colon is here is the name, here is the value, and the semicolon separated. Here is the name, the value, they have a different value. They use a comma to separate. Anyway, a lot of details. That's why you have to do it to learn it. You see here's the entire website, the font changed. We have a nicer font now. Okay, we accomplished a lot. You see, we have a Portland first page. You have a nice background, the image background. So what we learned, that's why keep this tag, div tag is basically is called a block tag because it's a block. It's give a separate line, not to do anything, not going to add like space in between, not like a paragraph, add the thing in between. But to give you a way you can block things so you can add a style to it. So you see here, we finished this far. It's now, so we have two students. Congratulate to these two students, very nice, sent me their web and we can basically use it. We use this as our design guide and use other one as our code source. So, okay, I hope next time or during this week, and more students send me your code, and then we review your code so you can learn it, you can improve it. If any space, we can, maybe we only do one Poland, that's it, as in between called the filler. In between, I fill this filler. You look how I do it, and you learn from it too. So we learn from other students and from this class. Okay, any more questions? Very good question. This class web, I'm going to read. This is today's class is a test. Okay. Okay, it's 3 more minutes. I'm going to post this. Okay, I want to just temporarily stop recording